Everyone, this is Anna from Circe Journals. I hope everybody's well. Happy New Year. I hope everybody's doing well. Today I'm here. I know I've been away for a while. I think my last journal was in November that I made. It's all a mix of family visiting, holidays, and you know all that, and work, I just took my time and I prepared this journal for you all, and this is Circe. So Circe comes from the ancient times. I read a novel recently which very much inspired me, and it freshened up a little bit my ancient Greek mythology knowledge. Anyway. They were very interesting times, and she was one of the first the witches that were in the ancient times, and she was the daughter of the sun. She was exiled to the island of Ea, the ancient island of Ea, which and that was because she was a bit naughty, and she transformed one of the nymphs, I think, if I'm not mistaken, into a monster, and the monster was Scylla, and I might be pronouncing it wrongly. I'm just pronouncing it in the Greek way. Anyway, she was attacking all the sailors that were passing by the area where she was, and eating them up, and Ulysses was one of them that had passed by with his boat on his way back from Troy, and he had been through all sorts of different trials, trying to get back to his family in the island of Ithaca, and he had a stopover at the island of where Circe was, at Ea, and she actually had a love affair with Ulysses, or Odysseus, and she had a child with him, but he didn't know. He left before he found out. And it's a long story, so if anybody's interested, you can read either that book or read a little bit of the Greek mythology. But I have actually combined two things in this journal. It's the ancient Greek, the alchemy, and Circe's story. And when I said in the beginning, I don't know if I said that, but maybe I didn't, she was considered one of the older witches, the oldest witches, but she wasn't really a witch. She was a natural healer, very much into natural medicine and natural magic. Everything was related. She would look into plants. So she was a white witch. More than anything, she was a white witch. Whatever she did, according to looking at it from a different aspect, whatever she did was to protect herself, because when she was living in the island, which was eternal life in that island, when she was living there, she had to protect herself from all the sailors that would pass by. So what she did was she came up with a potion, and she transformed them into pigs. So she had a few pigs there, living there, along with a lot of Odysseus sailors that were with him, his partners. So anyway, Circe, I got the idea of the alchemical element in the whole Circe story because Hermes was also one of her lovers, who would visit her and give her all the gossip and tease her, because he was very much of a teaser. And also he communicated with Ulysses and gave him a secret potion so that he could protect himself from her magic. So Hermes was connected to alchemy. In fact, he was his name is seen a lot during the centuries, and he also is holding a serpent staff, in a lot of his, if not all of his depictions. And so that was all. So I feel like that was a basis of the alchemical practice. So alchemy, the word alchemy comes from chemistry, chemia, which is a Greek word, and it was initially an Arabic word, alchemia, and then later on a French word, and so on. But it all started from the Greek word chemia. So alchemy is based on the idea of creating an elixir of immortality, a cure for any disease, and also a perfection of the human body and soul. And the concept of the philosophy stone comes from that as well. So that special herb that was used was the moldy herb, which is the snowdrop. So I found a snowdrop, an image of a snowdrop, and I've added it into the journal. So I thought I'd give you an introduction to her story and just a very general, rough idea of what this journal is about. It's a mystical journey through eternity for her, and she's in that island. She's there for eternity and exiled in an island, but she actually makes it her home, and she actually loves being there. She feels secure and protected. And then when she has her child, her main preoccupation is how to look after her child, how to protect her own child. So it's a beautiful story. And yes, so that's why it has captured me into making this journal. So let's have a look. The story it can be dark at times, and other times it's got a lot of light in it as a story. And so I have added a lot of pre-Raphaelite images. Well, I love them. so you have to bear with me, because this is how I wanted it to be. I wanted it to mainly have the pre-Raphaelites there. Let me show you the journal itself. I've got I think that's really interesting, an interesting spine, quite thick here, ridges, and the leather is uneven, and it was a piece of leather that I had, and it naturally had this hole. So I thought I'd leave it as it is, because leather has imperfections, yeah, it's the real thing. I chopped up the pages, all of them, one by one. Had to wear a mask because the paper, tiny pieces of paper fly around, so it was quite a task, but I think it's nice like this, right? Isn't it? And the back is simple. I won't use the word plain, because I don't think it is. I think it's lovely having this paper. I love this paper, and it's not very easy to find. I have just, I love using it, and I'll try and find some more. And if you ever want to know anything about images, just let me know, and I can tell you which ones they. If you're after a certain image, you don't know where to find it, ask me. Send me a message. This is Circe, obviously, by William Waterhouse, and I've added some gold around. I should think she's in her island. And this is some of that Florentine paper that I've used in the past, and I think it suits this journal, because more than anything, she loved her plants and her flowers, and that's what she cared for more. And in her island, and her island was just filled with her plants and what she used for her herbs and everything. This is an image of the sun, and it comes from the Graphics Fairy, so I took it from. And I thought I'd use it right in the front because, as I said, the sun is, that she was the daughter of the sun. And there she is collecting her snowdrops. And I found them here, and I might be mistaken, but I think these are the snowdrops. Do let me know if they're not, but they're staying here because, you know, that's they're staying in the journal. There's blank pages for you, and there she is, Circe, with her potion, and you know, her natural, the natural look of her, and how much how much related she is to nature. And she's wearing a bracelet wrapped around her hand. It's a snake, so, and her leaves here. This is Penelope, and she's expecting her husband Ulysses. So Penelope is also very connected to the story, and because they actually do meet in the end. This is Urania, and also quite interesting as it is. I love this image. And this is Odysseus in one of his adventures. He's tied himself here on the deck because he's trying to avoid the song of the sirens. Let's see. And these are the 4 elements that alchemy was based on in antiquity: earth, wind, air, and fire. And this is another piece from ancient Greek alchemy, depiction of alchemy, one of the oldest ones. I made this little addition to it, just some handmade papers here, and it's mainly to use as a bookmark, but I also wanted to attach this leaf here, this ribbon. And there she is. And there she is, looking at her, all her notes, and you know, you can tell here that she is working her magic here. And this is the wine that she used to give to the sailors so that they could change into pigs. And here, this is a lioness. She tamed a lioness, and she also had wolves with her, and then lots of lions, and it was just, she's amazing when it came to the connection she had with animals as well as plants. And there, she's looking at the boats arriving, and it's not necessarily Circe, this one, but she's preparing for, I thought she looks a bit like that kind of idea of the boats arriving, and of course this is medieval. And there she is again, inviting and waiting for their arrival. There's a little pig here. And here she is with Ulysses. Some plants here, some flowers. This is a little pocket, a little, tuck spot. Not a little, big one. And there she is with Odysseus, and she's giving him his drink and adding that little potion in it. But then, of course, he had the antidote that was given to him by Hermes, so he knew how to protect himself. And this is by Pegasus Paper Co. And I thought it looked very much like a Circe, so she's here as well. And there she is here, a little bit more of a temptress, and some marbled paper. This is one of my favorite ones that I've had, so it's something, I don't know, I love it. The edge of it. This is Circe's home. For a while, she also had nymphs living with her, because whenever they were punished, they were sent to the island and all her animals. This is some very old piece of embroidery, and I added it here as something that she could have pre-made. A little bit of alchemy here with a double pocket. And there he is again, and this is, as you can see, there's Hermes and there's Circe. And the big, you can see a lot here, this painting. And there she is preparing her potion. I mean, there's a black cat here, like she's a witch, but she actually was, I thought she was, what the feeling I get was that she was looking after herself, and she was a naturalist. And she's got, it's interesting because she's got here all the medieval books, which I suspect are books on alchemy and magic. Another side pocket here. There she is with her friends, the little pigs. Another tax board here. This is a priestess. It's one of my trees. Here she is with her lions, looking at the sea. And there is a part in the story where she's spreading out the a mist, so that nobody could approach the island, because she was hiding her son, protecting him, and all the lions are here. And here as well, looking a little bit more modern. There's a bit of a and here she is with her lions and her lioness and her wolves. And there's a bit of ancient alchemy here. And the end. So I hope you enjoyed this flip through, and she will be up on Etsy tonight. Today it's Thursday, the 10th of January, so she'll be up on Etsy tonight. She is very special, and she is not, in my mind, she belongs to those women in mythology that deserve to be understood. And I thought I would create a journal in her honor. So have a lovely new year again, and we will be talking very soon with another journal and another story. Please leave any reactions you might have, any thoughts, any questions, and I'm more than happy to have any conversations. So we'll be talking again soon. Sorry, I kept going on a little bit too much today, but it's been a while, so I'm forgiven, I guess. So lots of love from me. Take care. Bye-bye.